Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kendra, and in this video I'm going to be sharing with you 5 knitwear pieces from Madewell and the knitting patterns that I would use to recreate them. So I made a video similar to this for pieces from COS. I'll link that below and in the card doohickey if you're curious about that. And this is something that I've wanted to revisit. So here we are talking about a different retailer. And I know this video won't age well because a lot of these retailers do have cyclical seasons. They don't have the same pieces year round, and there's never a guarantee that the pieces available now on their website are going to be available in the future. I have a lot more faith in knitwear patterns to be around for years to come than I do for pieces that you find at a lot of these retailers today. So if you can't find the pieces on Madewell, then you can always knit your own version, and that's what we're here to discuss. Yay! So the first Madewell piece I have to share is this boucle knit crew neck sweater tee. It has what appears to be a saddle shoulder construction. The boucle fabric I feel like is very on trend. I don't know, I don't follow trends very closely, but boucle, at least in the knitting world, is a very big thing these days. I have never knit with it and I don't have a desire to, but you know, boucle, it's a thing. The fiber content of this piece is 84% cotton, 14% polyamide, and 2% elastane. It only has one color available, this expedition green. So the main color is this kind of murky, grungy green color, and the contrast stripes are a nice cream color. I do really love the colors and I love the fit. If I were to knit something inspired by this, I would choose the Tombow tee by Florence Miller. This is knit top down with a saddle shoulder, and it is also striped. The main difference that I will point out is that the striping pattern is a lot different than the inspiration. So that I feel like could be something pretty easy to modify if you change the distribution of the stripes. But the silhouette is very close to the Madewell piece. And if I wanted to recreate that, I would knit the Tombow tee. It is a fingering weight tee. The gauge is 27 stitches and 40 rows to 4 inches. And there are 9 available sizes. Overall, I think a pretty solid dupe for the inspiration. The next Madewell piece is this basket weave stitch vest. It is a V-neck vest with a button detail at the front. This type of piece is something I've seen a lot, both in knitwear and amongst the knitting community, but also in real life. This is definitely something I would consider to be a trendy item because I do see it quite a lot. It's a cotton polyester blend, and there's a basket weave texture in the fabric. Subtle but very effective, and it comes in 3 different colors. This is black, green, and a cream color. The knitting pattern that I would follow to recreate this is the Vacation Vest by Park and Knit. It seems like a very simple piece to create. It's all over stockinette. You have snap closures at the front, but I think other people have modified that and done like ties or bows at the front. So a lot of customization available there. But I would say the silhouette is very similar to the inspiration from Madewell. And in terms of the basket weave stitch, you can find tons of stitch patterns online, here on YouTube, online articles, stitch pattern dictionaries from the library. You could make something work if you really wanted to achieve the texture in the Madewell vest. But a stockinette version, I think, is just as effective to achieve that same look. It is knit with worsted weight yarn, 18 stitches and 23 rows per 4 inches. and a size range from extra small to 5XL for a chest circumference of 34 inches to 66 inches. Okay, so the next Madewell piece is the open stitch sweater tee. So this is available for $59.99. It's on sale right now, and $49.99, but the original retail price is $72. It is 100% cotton, and it has this really simple but striking lace pattern all over. It has some ribbing at the trim, at the neck, the armholes, and the body. And the silhouette overall seems to be a very simple, basic vest silhouette. And I think this would be very easy to recreate a self-drafted version. But if you're looking for a pattern, the one I would suggest is another pattern by Park Williams, and it is the Sea Breeze sweater vest. And this pattern has been on my list for quite some time. I have yarn for it. I just haven't gotten around to knitting it. I don't think it's in the cards for this summer season, but perhaps next year I'll finally get around to making it. And the lace pattern, I think, is pretty spot on to the Madewell inspiration. The biggest difference, I would say, is the neckline. So the hand knit version is a basic V-neck instead of the more crew or scoop neck of the Madewell piece. And I don't know how easy that would be to modify. I don't have a lot of experience customizing necklines, but even with the V-neck, I think the overall effect is very similar to the Madewell piece, which is why I selected this one. It's knit in a DK weight yarn with a stitch gauge of 19 and a row gauge of 30 per 4 inches. It ranges from extra small to 5XL and a chest circumference of 34 inches to 66.5 inches. Yeah, overall, I think a really good option if you wanted to recreate the Madewell piece. And it is something that I plan to knit in the future. By the way, if I share a pattern and you have a pattern in mind that you think would fit the inspiration a lot better, feel free to leave it in the comments below. My word is not the end all be all for recreating these pieces. So if you are aware of a pattern that fits the inspiration more closely, feel free to leave it in the comments below. Okay, so the next Madewell piece is the boatneck sweater. It is a very simple, straightforward name. It has a boat neck, but it also has these stripes throughout the sleeves and the body. It is a drop shoulder construction, and it has some type of texture along the main fabric. It is $95, and it is a cotton and polyamide blend. The hand knit pattern that I would make to recreate this piece is Summer Sailing by Julie Page. The texture, in my opinion, is quite similar, and that was the main reason I picked this pattern. It also happens to have stripes on the body and the sleeve. The biggest difference is it does not have a boat neck, and I don't know how easy or difficult that would be to recreate, but to be honest, I'm more inclined to knit this round neck pattern than I am a boat neck. I don't really love boat necks that much. If there's an easy way to modify it, which I'm sure there is, then this is a great pattern to recreate the Madewell inspiration, mainly because of the texture. The other difference is the striping. So the stripe placement is not exactly how it is on the Madewell piece, but similar to the Tombow tee that I shared in the first example, easy modification to make. So all in all, I think this pattern would really be a great tool to recreate the Madewell piece. And last but not least is the boucle knit sweater tank from Madewell. It is available for $62, and the fiber makeup is 84% cotton, 14% polyamide, and 2% elastane. And it is available in this navy blue color and a nice cream color. And Again, boucle, not a huge fan, but to each their own. The knitting pattern that I would make to recreate this piece is the Leah top by Svetlana Volkova. It is a light fingering weight pattern, 24 stitches and 48 rows per 4 inches in half brioche stitch. And it is available from a size double extra small to a 4 extra large, and the finished bust circumference is 25.6 inches to 49.2 inches. And the main thing that stands out to me is just the overall silhouette. It has negative ease, it has a close fitting neck, it has narrower shoulders, and I think overall it is a very similar effect to the Madewell inspiration. So yeah, that's it. Those are the 5 Madewell pieces and the hand knit dupes that I would make to recreate them. If you think of any better dupes, please leave them below and I will add them to the Ravelry bundle that will be included in the description of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.